Good morning, children. Today I am going to take English for standard 7. So first is a memory poem for you all. The name is The Listeners. So the poet of this poem is Walter D. La Mare. He was an English poet, a short story writer and a novelist. He is best known for his works for children. So he used to write poems for the children. The Listeners is the most famous poem. Now first, the name is The Listeners. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door. So what is this traveller doing? A lonely traveller arrived on his horse. So to the deserted house in the forest and knocked on its moonlit door. So what did the traveller do? He knocked on the door, asking if anybody was there. So, and his horse in the silence champed the grasses. So what is champ? Biting and chewing the grass noisily. So what is champ? Champed. Bite and chewing noisily. So what is the meaning of champ? Biting and chewing noisily. Of the forest ferny flow. Ferny means that is plant without the flowers. Ferny. Consisting of flowerless plants. So, of the forest ferny flow, so already I said, consisting of flowerless plants, so without the flowers. And a bird flew up out of the turret. Now what is turret? A small tower. A small tower projects from the wall of the building. From the wall of the building. So what did the birds do? The birds flew away from the turret, that is a small tower that projects from the wall of the building, above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door again a second time. Smote means that is knocking loudly. Knocking loudly. So, the forest round the house was ferny as it was not mounting. A bird living in the tower projected from the wall of the house, as I already said, flew out above the traveller's head. Now, the traveller again knocked loudly on the door and asked if anybody was there. So, he knocked again and asked whether is anybody there. But nobody answered. So, no one descended to the traveller, that is nobody answered to the traveller. No head from the leaf fringed sill. Sill means a piece of timber. Sill, yeah, piece of timber. So, no head from the leaf fringed sill. Leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. So, they peeped out and nobody saw that. Nobody answered to the call of the traveller. No one's head peeped from the leaves. So, no one peeped, that is saying outside. Peeped out, framed on the look. Then, leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still, that is, he was very confused that no one is coming out of the house at the traveller, so he stood confused. Then, but only a most of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then. What is phantom? Phantom means ghost. Phantom. Phantom means ghost. So, the owners of the house were the silently listening ghost. So, who were the owners of the house? Silently listening ghost who lived in the house. To that voice from the world of men stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair. That is, in the quiet moonlight, the ghost was standing listening to the voice of the human being again and again without opening the door. The ghost stood crowded at the dark staircase. Staircase nothing but the steps. So the ghost stood crowded at the dark staircase that goes down to the empty hall. So where it goes? Down to the empty hall. Hearkening in an air stirred and shaken. What is hearkening? Listening carefully. So listening carefully in the air, vibration and disturbed by the lonely traveler's call. That is, the ghost already I said stood crowded at the dark staircase filled with dull moonlight leading down, that is going down to the empty hall. The ghosts were listening carefully to the lonely travelers with a loud call that vibrated and disturbed in the air. So, once again I'll tell you all. Is there anybody there? Said the traveler, knocking on the moonlit door. And his horse in the silence champed the grasses of the forest ferny floor, and a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still, but only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men, stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, yearning in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveller's call. So what? A lonely traveller arrived on his horse to the deserted house in the forest and knocked on the moonlit door. As a kind of nobody was there, his horse chewed the grass noisily in the silence due to the hunger. The forest ground around the house was ferny, that is without the plants, as it was not maintained. A bird living in the tower, projecting from the wall of the house, flew out above the traveller's head. The traveller this time knocked loudly on the door again and asked if anybody was there. But nobody answered to the call of the traveller. No one's head peeped from the leaves framed window to look at the traveller, so he stood there confused and still. The owners of the house were silently listening ghosts who lived in the house. In the quiet moonlight, the ghosts were standing listening to the voice of the humans. The ghosts stood crowded at the dark staircase filled with dull moonlight leading to the empty hall. The ghosts were listening carefully and attentively to the lonely traveller's loudly call that vibrated and disturbed in the air. So, this is a poem, that is the listeners. Now, in this, we want to see what is the alliteration. So, what is the alliteration here? So, I will write the poem. So, listen children, this is a memory poem. Be thorough with this poem with the 8 lines. So those who have the book, you can learn. So don't have, you can take down in a rough notebook and learn. Is there anybody there? Said the traveler. Then knocking on the moonlit door. Then and his horse in the silence champed the grasses. Of the forest ferny flow. And a bird flew up, and a bird flew up out of the turret. Above the traveller's head. Above the traveller's head. There. And he smote upon the door again a second time. But is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveler. That is, no one turned to the traveler. No head from the leaf Frank said. Leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. So listen, children. These 10 lines, you should be thorough. This is a memory poem. And first, now we'll see the alliteration. Now, we'll see the alliterated words. So, the 3 words with the first same letter, that is forest, ferny, flow. So, these are the 3 words with the same letters. So, these are called as the alliterated words. Now, next we'll go to the rhyming words. So, in this poem, the rhyming words are head, said, still. So, in the next line, you will get as still. So, in the next 11th line, you will get still. So, these are the rhyming words. For example, head, said, still, still, then, men, hall, call. So, these are the rhyming words in this poem. So, head, said, still, then, men, hall, call. So, we saw the alliterate words and rhyming words now. Next is, we are going to see the questions now. For example, who is the speaker in this poem? So, who is the speaker, children? The speaker is a traveler. So, who is the speaker? Speaker here is a traveler. So, next, what was the horse doing? As per the poem, the horse was biting and chewing the grass noisily. So, what the horse was doing? Chewing and biting the grass noisily. Then, who were the listeners? Who were the listeners, children? The ghost. So, the ghost were the listeners. Ghost were the listeners. Yes. How did the traveler feel when nobody answered? He felt confused. He felt confused. What kind of feeling does the poem create? Lonely and strange. So, these are the questions. So, first is, who is the speaker? Traveler. What was the horse doing? Chewing and biting the grass noisily. Then, ghost. Ghost were the listeners. Then, how did the traveler felt? He felt confused. Then, what does the poem create? Lonely and strange feeling. Lonely and strange feeling. Now, so already I said alliterated words, then rhyming words, and these are the questions. Now, so finish taking down the student. Now, I'll give some synonyms. Take down in your notebook. So, take down this poem correctly, children, and be thorough with this. So, synonyms are so already I said champed, bit and chewed upon noisily. Next, ferny, consisting of flowerless plants. Then, smart, knocked loudly. So, what is smart? Knocked loudly. Then, perplexed. What is it? Perplexed? Confused. Perplexed is confused. Then, thronging is crowding. And hearkening, listening, attentively. So be thorough with this, children. So I'll tell you on. So champed, bit and chewed upon noisily. Funny, consisting of flowerless plants. Smart, knocked loudly. Perplexed, confused. Thronging, crowding. Hearkening, listening attentively. Now next is, I'll say this. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door. And his horse in the silence champed the grasses of the forest ferny floor, and a bird flew out of the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. So do you understand, children? So be thorough with this. So I took the memory poem. These 10 lines you should be thorough. Then alliterate words I wrote, rhyming words take down in your notebook, and then this synonyms, that is meanings. Be thorough with this. So by this class is over. So we'll see in the next class, children. Thank you.